Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our largest route yet, Route 13. I went ahead and built the track formation you see here from the app. I placed the action snaps to mark the beginning and the end of our route. I set aside our extra action snaps that we'll use here in just a second. And then I marked the depot, the train station way over here, a slow in the track that we'll have to trigger, and then we're going to get everybody over here to the airport to end the route. So our schedule looks pretty simple this time around, but we're going to have to do a lot of complicated maneuvering around the track with all these winding paths that we have. So our first goal is to get from the depot all the way over here at the train station. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to manipulate the split here. And so we're going to use one of our yellow triggers, or one of our yellow action snaps, because eventually we're going to have to trigger that in order to take everybody to the airport. And I'll explain more how that's going to work here in a minute. So we're going to continue this way. And then same thing at this split all the way down here, we're going to need to trigger some alternate path. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use a reversal to our advantage. So that way, as we run over the command here first, it's going to set up that trigger. So when I do my reversal, it will read the command correctly, which will allow me to veer off to the right. And so when I do that, not only am I going to have to make another reversal so I don't fall off the track way up here, but I'm also going to need to pick up my passengers. So I'll mark that as well. So the idea here is we trigger this first one. When I reverse, I trigger the second, which lets me go to the right. I'll be able to pick up our passengers and then reverse, and then that's going to lead us this way again. So I need to make sure that I'm going straight at this split, because I have to basically make it all the way down here, so that way when I reverse again, I can trigger this to take people to the airport. So in order to do that, I have to make sure that I'm going slow as we do this. So we need to trigger the slow finally. So again, students don't want to trigger the slow first, otherwise we'll do everything out of order. So it needs to come after we've already picked up our passengers up here. Now, special thing to note about this last reversal we're going to do. If you position this reversal after the depot, it's going to reset everything because we're starting at the depot. So we don't want to head back to the depot again a second time. So in order to do this, I'm going to trigger the reversal so the train doesn't trigger it coming from this way, but it will trigger it on as we get closer, like as if we were going to return to the depot. I'll hit that reversal and then be able to head to the airport. So now that we have everything set up in our rather large track formation, I'll power Jamy on and connect with Bluetooth so we can see everything in real time how it will work. All right, so we're going to read this first split command and then be able to take it so that way we can pick up our passengers. We'll go ahead and hit a reversal. We're going to trigger this command the first time and then the second time in order to get everybody to the airport on time. You'll get your big green check mark. Ooh, this one was a doozy, but that has been Route 13.